Uncle Vanya, you and the doctor have been drinking. The good fellows have been getting together. It is all very well for him, he has always done it, but why do you follow his example? It looks dreadfully at your age.
Age has nothing to do with it. When real life is wanting, one must create an illusion. It's better than nothing.
Our hay is all cut and rotting in these daily rains, and here you are, busy creating illusions. You have given up the farm altogether. I have done all the work alone until I am at the end of my strength. Uncle, your eyes are full of tears.
Tears? Nonsense. There are no tears in my eyes. You looked at me just then as your dead mother used to. My darling. My sister, my dearest sister, where are you now? Ah, if only you knew. If only you knew.
If she only knew what, Uncle?
My heart is bursting. It is awful. No matter, though. I must go.
He goes out.
Dr. Estroff, are you awake? Please come here for a minute.
In a moment.
He appears in a few seconds. He has put on his collar and waistcoat.
What do you want?
Drink as much as you please yourself, if you don't find it revolting, but I implore you not to let my uncle do it. It is bad for him.
Very well. We won't drink any more. I'm going home at once. That is settled. It will be dawn by the time the horses are harnessed.
It is still raining. Wait till morning.
The storm is blowing over. This is only the edge of it. I must go. And please don't make me to come see your father anymore. I tell him he has gout. He says he has rheumatism. I tell him to lie down and he sits up. Today he refused to see me at all.
He has been spoilt. Won't you have a bite to eat?
Yes, please. I believe I will.
I love to eat at night. I'm sure we'll find something in here. They say that he has made a great many conquests in his life, and that the women have spoiled him. Here is some cheese for you.
We stand eating by the sideboard.
I haven't eaten anything today. Your father has a very difficult nature.
He takes a bottle out of the sideboard.
May I?
Pours himself a glass of vodka.
We are not alone. We are alone here, and I can speak frankly. Do you know, I could not stand living in this house for even a month. This atmosphere would stifle me. There's your father, entirely absorbed in his books and his gout. There's your Uncle Vanya with the hypochondria, your grandmother, and finally your stepmother.
What about her?
A human being should be entirely beautiful. The face, the clothes, the mind, the thoughts. Your stepmother is, of course, beautiful to look at. But don't you see? She does nothing but sleep and eat and walk and bewitch us, and that is all. She has no responsibilities. Everything is done for her. Am I not right? And an idle life can never be a pure one. However, I may be judging her too severely. Like your Uncle Vanya, I am discontented, and so we are both grumblers.
Aren't you satisfied with life?
I like life as life, but I hate and despise it in a little Russian country village, and as far as my own personal life goes, by heaven, there is absolutely no redeeming feature about it. Haven't you noticed, if you're riding through a dark wood at night and see a little light shining ahead, how you forget your fatigue and the darkness and the sharp twigs that whip your face? I work, that you know, as no one else in the country works. Fate beats me on without rest. At times I suffer unendurably, and I see light ahead. I have no hope. I do not like people. It is long since I have loved anyone.
You love no one.
Not a soul. I only feel a sort of tenderness for your old nurse, for old time's sake. The peasants are all alike. They're stupid and live in dirt, and the educated people are hard to get along with. One gets tired of them. All our good friends are petty and shallow and see no farther from their own noses. In one word, they are dull. Those that have brains are hysterical, devoured with a mania for self-analysis. They whine, they hate. They pick faults everywhere with unhealthy sharpness. They sneak up to me sideways and look at me out of the corner of the eye and say, "That man is a lunatic. That man is a windbag." Or if they don't know what else to label me with, they say, "I am strange. I like the woods. That is strange. I don't eat meat. That is strange too." Simple, natural relations between man and man, or man and nature, do not exist.
He tries to go out. Sonia prevents him.
I beg you, I implore you not to drink anymore.
Why not?
It is so unworthy of you. You are well-bred. Your voice is sweet. You are, even more than anyone I know, handsome. Why do you want to resemble the common people that drink and play cards? Don't, I beg you. You always say that people do not create anything, but only destroy what heaven has given them. Why, oh, why do you destroy yourself? Oh, don't. I implore you not to. I entreat you.
I won't drink anymore.
Promise me.
I give you my word of honor.
Thank you.
I've done with it. You see, I'm perfectly sober again, and so I shall stay till the end of my life. But as I was saying, life holds nothing for me. My race is run. I'm old, I'm tired, I'm trivial. My sensibilities are dead. I could never attach myself to anyone again. I love no one and never shall. Beauty alone has the power to touch me still. I am deeply moved by it. Helena could turn my head in a day if she wanted to, but that is not love. That is not affection.
What is it?
Nothing. During Lent, one of my patients died under chloroform.
It is time to forget that. Tell me, doctor, if I had a friend or a younger sister, and if you knew that she, well, loved you, what would you do?
I don't know. I don't think I should do anything. I should make her understand that I could not return her love. However, my mind is not bothered about these things now. I must start off at once if I'm ever to get off. Goodbye, my dear girl. At this rate, we shall stand here talking till morning.
He shakes hands with her.
I shall go out through the sitting room because I am afraid your uncle might detain me.
He goes out.
Not a word. His heart and soul are still locked from me, and yet, for some reason, I am strangely happy. I wonder why. Oh, I told him that he was well-bred and handsome and that his voice was sweet. Was that a mistake? I can still feel his voice vibrating in the air. It caresses me. Oh, how terrible it is to be plain. I am plain, I know it. As I came out of church last Sunday, I heard a woman say, "She is a dear, noble girl, but what a pity she is so ugly." So ugly.
Lana comes in and throws open the window.
The storm is over. What delicious air. Where's the doctor?
He is gone.
Sonia,
Yes.
how much longer are you going to sulk at me? We have not hurt each other. Why not be friends? We have had enough of this.
I myself.
Embraces Helena.
Oh, let us make peace.
With all my heart.
Has Papa gone to bed?
No, he is sitting up in the drawing room. Heaven knows what reason you and I had for not speaking to each other for weeks. Who left the sideboard open?
Dr. Estroff just had supper.
Well, there is some wine. So let us seal our friendship.
Yes, let us.
Out of one glass?
She fills a wine glass.
So we are friends, are we?
Yes.
They drink and kiss each other.
I have long wanted to make friends, but somehow I was ashamed to.
Why are you crying?
I don't know. It is nothing.
There, don't cry. Silly, now I'm crying too. You are angry with me because I seem to have married your father for his money, but don't believe the gossip you hear. I swear to you, I married for love. I was fascinated by his fame and learning. I know now that it was not real love, but it seemed real at the time. I am innocent, and yet your clever, suspicious eyes have been punishing me for an imaginary crime ever since my marriage.
Peace, peace. Let us forget the past.
You must not look so at people. It is not becoming to you. You must trust people or life becomes impossible.
Tell me truly, as a friend, are you happy?
Truly? No.
I knew it. One more question. Do you wish your husband were young?
What a child you are. Of course I do. Go on, ask something else.
Do you like the doctor?
Yes, very much indeed.
I have a stupid face, haven't I? He has just gone out, and his voice is still in my ears. I hear his step. I see his face in the dark window. Let me say all I have in my heart. But no, I cannot speak of it so loudly. I am ashamed. Come to my room and let me tell you there. I seem foolish to you, don't I? Talk to me of him.
What can I say?
He is clever. He can do everything. He can cure the sick and plant woods.
It is not a question of medicine and woods, my dear. He is a man of genius. Do you know what that means? It means he is brave, profound, and of clear insight. He plants a tree and his mind travels 1,000 years into the future, and he sees visions of the happiness of the human race. People like him are rare and should be loved. What if he does drink and act roughly at times? A man of genius cannot be a saint in Russia. There he lives, cut off from the world by cold and storm and endless roads of bottomless mud, surrounded by rough people who are crushed by poverty and disease. His life one continuous struggle with never a day's respite. How can a man live like that for 40 years and keep himself sober and unspotted?
Kissing Sonia.
I wish you happiness with all my heart. You deserve it.
She gets up.
As for me, I am a worthless, futile woman. I've always been futile in music, in love, in my husband's house, in a word, in everything. When you come to think of it, Sonia, I am really very unhappy.
Walks
Very
excitedly up and down.
unhappy. Happiness can never exist for me in this world. Why do you laugh?
Oh, I am so happy. So happy.
I want to hear music. I might play a little.
Oh, do.
She embraces her.
I could not possibly go to sleep now. Do play.
Yes, I will. Your father is still awake. Music irritates him when he is ill, but if he says I may, then I shall play a little. Go, Sonia, and ask him.
Very well.
She goes out. The watchman's rattle is heard in the garden.
It is long since I have heard music. And now I shall sit and play and weep like a fool. Is that you rattling out there, Ephraim?
It is I.
Don't make such a noise. Your master is ill.
I'm going away this minute. Sonia comes back.
He says no.
The curtain falls.